We're very confident. We started a little bit behind our competitors. Adrian only joined us in March. We didn't get our first wind tunnel car into the wind tunnel until April, so slightly behind our competitors. I believe we're in their tunnels in January. We have a lot of new partner with Honda, a new power unit. We have a new gearbox we're making for the first time. We have new sustainable fuels with our fantastic partner Aramco and Valvoline for our lubes in our engine and our gearbox. So there's a lot of new. First time in 75-year Formula One history that they're changing the chassis and the power unit simultaneously. So it'll be very exciting, no doubt, and be a lot to learn in the first coming races.
What would be a win for you, or what would be success for you in terms of placement this season? What do you expect to get?
We don't really go in with expectations. We're going to try our best, do the best we can. I'm quite confident with the team we've put together and the partners I've just mentioned that we'll do a great job. You know, this set of rules is here with us for 5 years, so it's not about the first race or two. It's about the next 5 years. Again, extremely confident. We have the right people, we have the right tools, we have the right processes, we have the right partners. So I'm very confident extremely confident for our future.
We have seen reporting that Mercedes and Red Bull have found some kind of edge with variable engine compression. It's all very technical. Some have accused them of cheating like animals, I think was a quote I heard. Others have defended them. Christian Horner came to their defense. What do you think about people looking for an edge in the rules ahead of the season?
Listen, you're always looking for an edge in the rules, and you're always looking to find loopholes. That's part of Formula One. I'm not a technical power unit guru to really give an opinion on exactly what they've done, but I will leave it to those who are in the know. Obviously, there's a lot of talk going on between the various power unit teams and the FIA to check the legality of what they've done.
How about your confidence in Adrian Newey? Obviously, everyone's very excited to see what he can do with your team, and other teams have looked with a little bit of wonder and awe at the suspension, for example, that he's been able to create. What do you think are your biggest advantages with him?
You said it. It's having him. He is the GOAT. He is a unicorn. Nobody has a track record like he's had since his times in Formula One, winning 25 world championships. He is unique. There's one Adrian, and I am very blessed that he's my partner and with our team.
I was lucky enough to speak with George Kern last week, CEO of Breitling, and you now have a new partnership with them. What do they bring to the team beyond, the brand?
Yes. Well, Formula One's all about time. It's about the stopwatch. It's about the clock. So one of the important partners is obviously a timekeeper, and there's a fashion aspect around Formula One of the way people dress, of attitudes, and I think Breitling captures the time component with their history, with their great timepieces. They have a history also in aviation. So I think it's very appropriate these two great brands to be together.
By the way, a little bit of a curveball here, Lawrence, because yesterday was the Super Bowl and the Seattle Seahawks were victorious. They're not too far away from Canada, and there are reports that that team may be for sale. Would you ever consider going into another league, going into another sport beyond the track?
No, I have my plate full right now. I'm absolutely thrilled with what I'm doing. And sadly, you just spoiled it for me, because I was planning to go back to my hotel tonight and watch a replay of the game, because I was trying not to know who had won. So I made it this far.
Okay, I apologize. That's awful. Although, it was the Super Bowl. So
that's okay.
In terms of the F1,
I hear you.
In terms of the F1 team that you own, valuations have been amazing. There are reports now that maybe Alpine is looking to sell a stake, and I wonder if you would be interested in selling any of your stake or your team at this point, because it's worth so much.
Yeah, no, I'm very satisfied with my shareholding. We're not looking to sell any shares. We're looking to grow the business and to do great in the sport.
Let's talk about the car business. I've been lucky enough to have seat time in the Vanquish as well as the Vantage and the DBX. They're amazing cars, and I have to say that a huge alternative to Ferrari is what you offer, and something that has more beauty than sort of the kind of technical prowess that the Italians have leaned into. What do you think the market is getting wrong about Aston Martin, the business?
I think it's just a question of time. Not many people learned about the DBX. They're actually finding out about it now. They were not familiar that we even made an SUV because we don't historically make a product like that. It's actually doing extremely well at the moment. The Vanquish, as you say, is on fire. We have a fantastic order book for that, as well as DB12 and as well as Vantage. So for us, it's now a matter of sticking with our portfolio, growing our demand, getting our dealers in place. The dealers weren't used to also having such a diverse product offering from the company, particularly with the launch of Valhalla. So, not so different in Formula One. Everything takes time. I've been in the road car business a similar amount of time as I've been in the Formula One team, and it's also a 10-year journey. So we're quite pleased with where we are, and we're quite pleased with the portfolio that exists, and very excited about the portfolio that will be coming in the years to come.
I'd say I drove the DBX through our snowstorm in New York last week, and it functioned perfectly. I wouldn't want to change a thing there. With the Vantage, I might like to add an extra pedal, and I wonder if you've thought about leaning into the analog side of things. Aston Martin has always represented like a mechanical intimacy, whereas Ferrari seems to be leaning into sort of technical and computational excellence. Do you think that would be a good analog?
Well, we introduced 2 manual specials, so we already have 2 5-speeds that we've introduced in the last 3 years to great demand. So we believe that, as you call, the analog is still very relative for today's particularly Aston Martin customers.
So you don't think there's any room for a manual Vantage at your dealerships? Because it does seem like when I look through the auctions and the used car listings, they command a huge premium, sometimes 100% premium for a manual car over an automatic.
Yeah, that's probably true. No, that's not planned for our lineup at the moment.